Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Jones, and you are watching Let's Talk. Today we have Mr. Caden Nurse, financial coach. Also, he has his own YouTube channel. I've been following him personally. Mr. Caden Nurse, how are you, sir?
I'm well. Just call me Caden, though.
Okay, Caden, nice to see you, sir. Let's just jump right into it because, we're talking about COVID-19 and education, as you know full well, encompasses many areas and many spheres. So tonight we're talking about financial education. Caden's a financial coach. The urban finance is his tag, and he's got many statements that I've read and I've followed and I've been able to really glean from. So Caden, what I want to do is just for our viewers tonight, I want to just read from your posts and have you to respond to as many as possible. Is that okay?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Excellent. Let's blast it. How much you made last should be changed to how much you kept last. Go.
So the idea behind that post is a lot of people focus on how much money they make with no attention paid to how much money you keep. And we know in order to build wealth, it really does not matter how much money you make. You can make $200,000 in a year and you can blow that $200,000 in a year. But someone can make $50,000 and save 50% of that and grow their wealth to become a millionaire. And so we hear all the time of some celebrity, some basketball player, some musician who had a lot of wealth, millions of dollars, that become bankrupt. And then we also hear stories sometimes of a plumber retiring with 10, 11 million dollars and leaving it to organizations and things that he liked or desired. And so we really need to change our mindset on how to build wealth. And that was the idea behind that post.
Excellent, excellent. Can you just talk a little bit about how other people can experience this wealth that's happening for you and me, and I'm sure for many others, even in the midst of a pandemic?
And so we know that in times like these, there are people that are making a lot of money, to just be quite frank about it. And unfortunately, in times like these, there are people that are struggling and suffering right now. And when you have a financial mindset, you're really thinking about it does not matter the season because in all seasons you're able to become profitable. Now there's different ways that we can profit. So, a lot of people, including myself, when the market dipped, poured money into the market. And that's an easy way to sometimes get a 20, 25% return on your investments. And so lot of people, including myself, benefited from the market dip. Yes, my overall net worth had went down for a period, but it recovered quickly after that, especially when you take advantage of those opportunities. I think even in this season, and I shared this on my YouTube channel, so I feel comfortable sharing it here. I was able to last month make 2,500 from my YouTube channel. And that was only my second month of being monetized. That's just one source of income.
Wow.
And so one of the reasons why I've been able to do that is because I was stuck in the house because of a pandemic and I put more
Exactly.
videos out there. And so just taking advantage of whatever life throws at you. And that's my message here for that one. Whatever life throws at you, look at how you can benefit from it and chase that.
Excellent. No one can become prosperous while he or she expects to remain poor.
And so this is a mindset thing. And and I don't know exactly the audience, but I'm gonna say it how I feel it. In the
Okay.
Black community, sometimes we have a victimization mindset because we have been victimized. And so we went through slavery, we went through Jim Crow, we went through segregation, we went through racism, and we're dealing with it currently. And all of those things that we have faced, unfortunately, have warped our mindset about how to be successful in life and sometimes make us feel like we can't be successful
Hmm.
because of what we have been through. But the truth is, if you think I cannot be successful because I'll put it like this, the white man is keeping me down, then you won't be successful. How we need to think is despite the fact that someone is trying to keep me down, I'm still going to rise above those obstacles. And that's what I was trying to get across there.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Here's another one. The goal is not just to be successful. It's about learning how to sustain that success. Now, what are you thinking in terms of the financial, I should say, sustainment of that success?
That actually came from 50 Cent's book. That was a direct
Ah,
quote from 50 Cent's book,
okay.
Hustle Hard, Hustle Smart. And I think that's the name of it. It
Yeah.
might have been Hustle Smart, Hustle Hard. And in the book, he was talking about, a lot of rappers, including himself and including other individuals in G Unit who made a lot of money, but weren't necessarily able to sustain their success. And he was talking about his second trip to the mountaintop was through his movie Power, but during his second trip he's learned that it's not enough just to be successful, because you can be successful and then you can be broke the next day. And it's developing a mindset of, no matter if you end up broke, you now have the mentality of someone that is successful, so you can always make your way back to success after failing. And so I just love that quote that 50 had, because I know personally for myself, life is really good right now. I'm doing really well financially right now, but we don't know what the future holds. But I do know, no matter what obstacles is thrown my way, I plan to make it back to success.
Things are highly political, of course, this being an election year. Unfortunately, I think many times, as you mentioned, the good or the welfare of the people becomes something that is not at the forefront of the minds of those who are making the decisions and leading our government. It's unfortunate, but it is true. I want to ask you before we close, what is your best advice for those viewers who are listening to us now in terms of how to increase their wealth? What comes to your mind first? How to increase your wealth and how to get yourself stabilized in terms of your financial status and how to get from point A to point B in the midst of this pandemic?
That's a really good question. And I before I started to have success in my financial life, I always thought when people say stuff like, um, outwork the competition, or things like, find something that you're passionate about and chase that thing. Those
Mhm.
things just always seemed like fluff to me before I started to achieve success by doing those things. And so now my mentality is, find something that you do better than anyone else and that you enjoy as well, and chase after that thing. Yes, you may have to have a full-time job while you're doing it, but you find out that by doing the thing that you enjoy, that you also know that has a potential for return, because some things we may enjoy do not have a potential for return, but those things that we enjoy, that we're good at, and that have a potential of a good return, when we chase after those things, those are the things that typically lead us to be successful. And I know that there are a lot of people out there that may not be good as an English student, but it may be a superb math student. And they feel depressed because they're getting C's and D's in English, but not focusing on their strengths. And so that's my message for anyone that's out there. You have a strength. You may have to figure it out. You may already know it, but try to operate in the area of your strengths, and that will lead you to financial success.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more educational news, exclusive interviews, and more.